How to find out if you have mommy issues. Now, when you have mommy issues, it's very simple. You have trouble expressing love. You have trouble feeling vulnerable, expressing love, being your true self, being authentic with your partner in a relationship. And this usually comes up later on in the stage of any relationship or later on in the stage of any friendship. It's because when you are young, when you are a kid, right, the only person where you expressed your complete emotion, where you actually felt the warmth, the love, the affection, was from your mother. Of course, also from your dad, but it's mostly the mother who we share a deep emotional connection with. And as we grow, right, and if you have not received that feminine energy, that beautiful warmth and love from your mother, you tend to develop issues regarding, expressing love, feeling love, and just embracing this energy of love and affection. Eventually, you grow up to be this person who finds it really hard to actually trust people when it comes to relationships and love. And because in your childhood, you have been shaped, it's been conditioned, it's been normal for you to feel a lack of love, for you to not feel affectionate on a regular basis, especially if you were born and raised in a toxic household. Of course, your mom would have trouble, expressing her love, expressing her affection and care to you because she is in a troubled environment. And it's very hard for her to give you that love when the environment is not really supportive. And sometimes, some people have toxic mothers, and that really impacts you as a child. And when you're growing up and in this environment, it constantly conditions your brain, and in your subconscious mind, you believe that this is normal. Like our life, we feel lack of love. Because when you were a kid, the only thing you know in your entire world is your home and then your school. You have not seen the world. And in your home, when you experience this lack of love from your mom, and you receive this lack of affection and all this, energy, this feminine, beautiful, divine energy, when you're missing this, you tend to grow up into a person who develops trust issues regarding these areas. And this is your mother-child dynamic. Now there's a triangle: the mother, father, and child dynamic. And if you haven't got your needs met by the mother, you will develop mom issues. And this is how, when you grow up, you start looking for love and in all the wrong places. And you just need that instant gratification of love. But you're afraid of commitment, you're afraid of real love. You just need temporary pleasure, and you label that as love. And you're too scared to commit because you're too scared to get your heart broken and get that lack of love. And before this really cements into your reality, you have gone through some experiences which really shattered your heart, broke your soul, because you trusted the wrong person. You gave love to the wrong person. And the reason that even happened is because you went in with this conditioned mind that it is okay, it is normal for us to receive a lack of love. It is normal for us to receive a lack of affection, a lack of, connection. All these years it was just in survival mode. Our deep, intimate relationship, our connection with our mother was on survival mode, was on survival basis. And now when you get into a relationship, it's like you're already expecting it to happen. You're already expecting you to receive less love. And in a way, as kids, when you are growing up in this environment, you receive love. You think that you must impress your mom, you have to impress other people in order to receive that love. That's where you start, overachieving, overcompensating external things in order to, receive love. And this kind of conditions many of us into, believing that if we impress this person by buying the stuff, by achieving this, by getting these things on the external, we will receive love from our mother. And later on in life, we realize it. Of course, most of the times you're not with your mother, you're with other people in relationships. That time you kind of realize like you're buying all this stuff, and this person is not really giving you love. You're achieving this. You're doing your duties. You are doing all the right things in a relationship, and this person is not giving you that enough love. And this kind of breaks your heart. The relationship breaks, and this builds upon that conditioned subconscious subconscious mind of yours. This builds upon the trauma that is already stored from your family. And then this just grows on, and relationship after relationship after relationship, and eventually even friendships start feeling like this. Like you don't really know who to trust. Because whoever you trust, they're not giving the same energy back because you're kind of expecting it. And this kind of accumulates over a long period of time. And now you get into an intimate relationship. It is hard for you to trust anybody. It's hard for you to commit anybody. It's hard for you to open up because all you have experienced, all the feedback that you got by doing certain actions is all negative. And how do you expect to, believe in somebody? Of course, you're gonna have trust issues. You're gonna have all this, commitment issues. You have issues opening up to people. You have issues with showing up your true self because you want to guard yourself from getting hurt. Your logical part of your brain is like, dude, calm down. Remember when this happened. Remember when that happened. Your brain usually picks up situations that happen, in the last 5 years, 6 years. But it is very hard for your brain to actually recollect on information that happened from your childhood. It doesn't really connect you there. And that is why you have trouble. Like you try letting go of the breakup in the past. You're over it. But eventually, you still have that problem of expressing your emotion. You still have the problem of committing with someone. You have problem trusting somebody completely. Because the wound is not because of your past relationship or the relationship before that. It's not because of the ruined friendship. It's because of your childhood trauma that you have undergone. That's the reason why you have mommy issues. People who have mommy issues, usually, it's not just, they're attracted to older women. It's not just that. That's just the surface level. Mom issues actually stem from seeking approval from motherly figures in order to feel love. They're trying to win the approval, validation from an older woman so that you feel loved. That is, again, even that is not the tip of the iceberg. Right? If you really come down, it's like you're seeking love, seeking affection, seeking to feel loved and respected. And more than love and respect, it's like you want to feel the warmth and comfort and you want to feel safe because you haven't felt safe when you were a kid with your mom. And now you going out there seeking expressions or feelings of love, affection, care, warmth, and that internal joy and peace and feeling safe and feeling home. That is what you actually want. But your brain doesn't really, pick up on this. It is trying to win all the other people's approval. It is trying to win other people's approval, other people's validation, doing external things, satisfying things on the external so that it can get a feeling of being home. Because all you want is to feel home. And this is even just beyond being attracted to older women. It is more deep. If you have trouble expressing love, you have commitment issues, you have all these internal issues when it comes to relationships. You have trouble trusting somebody. You have damaged mother wounds. You have a lot of mother wounds. Because as a kid, you are actually the most open to your mom. All right, more than dad, like your mom provides you with the emotional support. Your dad provides you with the moral support, like your career, your finances, your business, and your ambition, your self-confidence, your drive, your motivation, your discipline, your work ethic. That comes from the dad. But most of the time, if people have daddy issues, they make a separate video on daddy issues. All right. So if people have daddy issues, basically they have trouble having, that confidence in themselves, self-esteem, work ethic, motivation, drive, career, ambition, and stuff. And daddy issues are very easier to spot. They're easier to spot than mom issues. Mom issues are harder to spot because mom issues are something very internal. It's only when you open up to a person in a relationship on a very intimate setting that's when you know that okay, I have mom issues. Right? But daddy issues is very clear to understand just by looking at the person or meeting the person for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You can understand. Okay, this person does not have really good self-esteem. He has damaged, father wounds. But mother wounds are more dangerous. Whatever you do in life, you do it for love. Do it for happiness. You do it for satisfaction. Everything else, whatever you're doing, deep down inside, you want to feel satisfied. You want to feel loved. You want to feel that sense of comfort, that sense of fulfillment. And if you have trouble feeling this, probably you have to heal from your mother's trauma. You have to heal from your mom trauma. And it's not just merely, seeking out older women. Or that's just surface level. People who don't even seek out older women still have mom issues because internally they have trouble expressing their true self. Even when they feel complete love from a stranger, love from their partner, they have trouble, just letting go of their mask. They have trouble being authentic. So all you have to do to fix, like not fix, heal from all of this, is to heal from the mother wound. Identify why, what events made you feel it. It's mostly because of toxic household environment. Heal from that. Let go of it. Eventually, it'll be much easier for you to actually, let go of other relationships because you see, it's like a tree. All these other relationships where you've been screwed over, you've been, just taken for granted, taken advantage of. They're just branches of the tree. Deep down inside, the root of the tree is you having these mom issues, like you having trouble with your mother from the past, childhood trauma. All you have to do is uproot the tree instead of cutting the branch, so chopping the branches. So let go of that root cause, the root of the tree. Let go of that. Just uproot that tree. Only when you let go of your mother wounds, it'll be easier for you to let go of every significant other relationship trauma that you've had. And eventually, you can overcome all of this. It'll be easier for you to actually express love, feel worthy of love, feel satisfied, fulfilled, feel home.